Hi, David Amberland's Google Semantic Search is probably one of the most challenging and thought-provoking books that I've read in quite a while. It talks about the world where page one of Google no longer exists. Everybody has their own version of page one, which means that all of the energy it took to game Google so that you'd hit page one is no longer relevant, because Google's moving away from being a search engine to an answer engine. So if you think of a world populated by Siri or Wolfram Alpha, it's that type of world where people go and look for, have a question and they look for an answer, and so they're actually typing in those type of questions versus keyword type searching. Semantic search is where it's almost like we're moving back to an earlier era where you're going to a village. So when you wanted to find something out in a village in the past, you'd go and you'd talk to the village elder and you'd ask a question, and then you might talk backwards and forwards to come up with an answer. We're moving back to that era, and so the answers that you'd get in those eras would be based on the knowledge of the provided to you by the elder in the village that you're in. If you're in a different village and you spoke to a different elder, you'd get a different set of answers. And you'd filter those answers based on your own experience and your own understanding. And your standing in the village was based on the trust that other people placed in you, your own authority, your own trust, your own reputation. So your words carried more weight if other good people in good standing trusted you and listened to you, compared to, say, if the only people who trusted and listened to you were perhaps village dropouts or gangs, if they thought well of you. And so what I'm now seeing is we're moving back into that era where, as we tell our teenagers now, you're known by the company you keep. And so semantic search is all about helping you to be conscious that whatever you do, you're actually affecting your trust, your reputation and authority. Now, as a copywriter, I really valued David's view that content is the new transactional currency of this particular village. That the content that seems to work the best under semantic search is things that high quality content that answers questions. It's not just fluff and filling or stuff that you churn out ad nauseum to create nausea, but it's actually valuable content that answers a particular problem for clients. And so as a copywriter and SEO people, we also need to change our particular model. We now need to become much more of a business partner with our clients. We need to work with them to understand their business, what it is that they do, and help them to get greater clarity about what difference they make, how what they do is different and unique. And a lot of our clients struggle with that aspect. So it's about sitting down and spending more time with them, helping them to narrow, not only to find who they serve, what it is they do, and how they do it in such a way that is different. The other thing we're needing to move towards is how do we help our clients to build that greater connection. It's no longer about standing and just forcing stuff out. It's all about how do we build that dialogue and the connection between our clients and the other people in their village. It's sort of like, the best way I can describe it, the thing that sort of really hit home for me, for example, was SEO is now moving to technical and ongoing. Technical SEO is all about removing the barriers that people have from connecting with your business. So if we think back in a traditional retail model, bricks and mortar, if your store is really cluttered, people can't find anything, that when they do go to the checkouts, the queues are really long, the registers keep breaking down, and the staff are really rude to them, people take their money and walk away. Technical SEO is all about removing those type of blocks on a website, making sure that things move quickly, smoothly, that you've got that smooth interaction, it's easy for people to find. And so it's about taking those bricks and mortar models and applying them on the web. That's one of the tools to help make semantic search work, is you remove those technical barriers. But ongoing SEO is all about, well, how do you build that connection? How do you create fresh, engaging content so people will want to come back and talk with you? Just like in a fruit shop, if you go into a store and the only things that you can find are wilted lettuces and rotting carrots, you won't tend to buy. Having fresh, engaging content is what brings people back to the store. And that's one of the things that we as copywriters and SEO people need to take that step on. So for me, if you as a reader are interested in taking a glimpse into the future, a future where that whole trying to become the #1 on Google no longer matters, then you actually do need to read David Amaland's book, because it will challenge you to think differently. It'll challenge you to look at your clients through different eyes, and it'll challenge you to approach your business in a different way. Thanks a lot.